The year was 2001. The world was taken by storm by the Macarena, and Max Biggs had just discovered internet pornography. And a little-known developer called Konami Digital Entertainment just released a game called Silent Hill 2. This is that year, and this is that boy. Hello, Max.
Hello, hello. A little correction, just so you know, my name isn't slandered. I discovered internet porn like 3 years earlier than that.
3 years before that. Come on,
The
Chris.
the Dreamcast came out in '99. That was already a big enabler.
That may as well have been an anonymous browser, yeah.
It was.
Nothing says spooky like urinals. Yeah, so I have to talk a little bit about this. Sorry to set up last time and say that we were going to be playing Still Wakes the Deep. I definitely want to play that game, and it looks amazing. But I just could not pass up this opportunity.
Yeah. Oh, you're starting from the beginning. Okay. Sounds
Oh,
good.
yeah. We're not just jumping into the game. We're doing a full playthrough. Are you kidding?
Sweet.
Hell yeah.
Look at that stubble, man.
The other thing, I kind of broke a rule to get this game. Yes, God, those graphics. So this game's street date is tomorrow, the 8th. But if you bought the deluxe edition, you got it 2 days early, which is a practice I freaking hate with developers. Yeah. I wish they would not do shit like that.
Yeah.
But then I'm a freaking hypocrite, and I bought this game so that you and I could play it today, and then I could play it over my weekend.
I hate that too, and at the same time, I could see myself certain games that I'm really passionate about, like a new Final Fantasy game or something. Yeah, I would probably do that too, because then I see people playing it, it's just like, God damn it. Yes, and I know we're part of the problem when we do that. I really don't like that.
That's what I feel like. I feel like I'm part of the problem, but man, this game is so fun. I'm sorry.
Really be in this town.
I can't believe Konami, of all companies, released something worth playing in 2024.
It's interesting. Konami's it's funny because they're not doing any development of their own, but they decided they got their head out of their asses collectively. I feel like they're hey, we got all this IP.
They're just sleeping on great IPs and not doing anything with them. So yeah,
some of the best
other
series
studios
ever. Yep. And what did we get? I mean, we've gotten, I know some things. We got the Advanced Collection, Castlevania Advanced Collection 2 years ago. We got the Dominus Collection a few weeks ago, which I need to get that.
Take me there again someday.
Because I still need to beat Order of Ecclesia.
Ooh, and Order of Ecclesia is a good one.
And also Portrait of Ruin. Even though I played more Portrait of Ruin, but
waiting for you.
Never actually finished that one.
Yep. That's a good one. And yeah, I know we're also getting Metal Gear Solid Delta in next year.
Who knows? Oh, did they actually change the date?
I think it's supposed to be next year, isn't it?
They've been so cagey, and as of a few weeks ago, they keep saying 2024 without giving a date, without giving a month.
I thought they said 25.
They might have changed it at some point, but
okay.
I would be surprised if they didn't.
I keep telling myself.
Right.
If they didn't push it out.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any room for it this year.
No, and if I had to guess, I think the success of this and Delta, everything they've shown gameplay wise is looking really good. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a bunch more Konami remakes in the near future.
I mean, yeah. And I was like, why did they do Delta? But I guess it is chronologically it's the first one in the series.
Yeah. And so Silent Hill, it really doesn't matter what order you spit them out in. I would love if this led to a remake in Unreal 5 of the first game as well.
Oh my God. I would be so down for that. I mean, Silent Hill 2 is good. For sure. And it had a more interesting mystery.
Yeah.
Silent Hill 1 is just, when it comes to the creep factor, when it comes to kind of a game doing it first. I mean, I never played Alone in the Dark or anything like that.
Right.
But Silent Hill, watching you play Silent Hill, watching my cousin play Silent Hill, and me finally playing it a couple years later, it just, that game is fucking creepy.
Did you ever actually beat this game back in the day?
No, I didn't do a full playthrough myself, but
do you know all the story beats?
I know the story beats, and I was just gonna ask, are we gonna talk spoilers?
Yeah, so I've actually only played the game once, like fully, back on the
Mhm.
PS2. Um, and that was probably like what 2001 or 2002, whenever it came
Yeah.
out. So while I do remember the story, like there's a lot of it that essentially in this game I'm going to be experiencing for the first time. I
Okay.
also like remember enough of it where like everything feels really fresh, but then in this version of the game they also move some things around like they did with the RE2 remake. So some of it's like am I just misremembering or did they change this up
I
or
mean, that's
what?
pretty
Yeah.
cool. And
It
it's also
is.
like even the RE1 remake, that was like almost like panel for panel, scene for scene the same until it wasn't.
Yeah.
And they did it in a way where almost like the better you knew the game, the more they fucked with you, you know?
Yes. And that's kind
So
of what I get the feeling with this game. Like just when you think it's feeling familiar, they'll throw a curveball at you.
yeah. And it's interesting because it's like obviously Resident Evil 2 was like fixed camera angles and everything. And this is more like quote unquote looks like the original, even though the original was not anywhere near this gorgeous. But
No,
it
and the
was like
original,
over
even
the
though it wasn't,
shoulder.
is that buzzing on your end?
Oh, you know what it was? Okay.
Okay, it's just your phone.
My,
Gotcha.
my phone was on the table, yeah.
Cool. This was an accidental save, so I'm just gonna overwrite this one. Shoot, what was I saying? Oh yeah, but weirdly, this game was, even though it wasn't pre-rendered, it was fixed camera angles. So, like, there was a lot going off screen that could
Mhm.
mess with you. Whereas in this one, the reason we spent so much time tinkering with the audio to try to get this right, so that people can actually hear this on the stream, is that this game relies on audio for that that same effect. Like something is just off camera, ready to jump you, but you
Wait,
can't see it, but you can hear it.
is that
Excuse me.
Angela.
what's her face? Oh, Angela. Okay.
I'm sorry. I was just.
Hey, it's okay. I didn't mean to scare you.
The voice acting is so much
I'm
better.
kind of lost.
I mean, like, and I know that's not a high bar to jump
Yeah.
over, but
Looking for
like the
Silent
PS2
Hill.
version of this
Is this the right
game,
way?
like it
Yeah.
had a lot going for it. Its acting and
I tried
cutscenes
to
were
see with this
not
fog, but there's only the
one of
road.
those
You can't
things.
miss it.
It was. I mean,
Thanks.
for me, it was very similar to Silent Hill 1 in that way.
Yeah, but
Um,
it was a product of the time.
yeah, for
You
sure.
should
And
stay
it's also
away.
like some things that's like, oh, it adds to the charm.
This,
For me,
uh,
it kind of adds to the
This
unease
town, there's
Yeah,
that it was just like a
something
lot of PS1 games and
wrong with
older
it,
games like that
and it's not
did,
just the
where yes,
fog
they were
either.
products of the time. There weren't like unions
Is it
of voice
dangerous?
actors
Maybe.
performing in games, but
Right.
it was just it was a little
Kinda hard
weird
to
and a little
explain,
off,
but
Yeah,
and that kind of added to it a
I'm not
little
lying.
bit. But
No,
you're right. It did.
absolutely.
It
It's
it
just-
it added to like the surrealism of some of
I
these
guess I don't really
games.
care if it's dangerous
but
or
it's not like it's already. It's kind of
I'm
like
going either way.
where you get into it, you
But
meet these
why?
people, and they're just
I'm looking for
their interactions are off.
Yeah, they are.
Like they're just
someone.
how these two are talking to each other. It's like,
Someone very important
weird.
to me.
Yeah.
but that's
And-
how it's.
and I will
that's
say
Silent
that
Hill.
This game manages to have really
looking for
good
my mama.
performances and
I mean, my
cutscenes,
mother. It's been
while
so
at the same
long
time
since I've seen her.
still capturing that unease. And I think
I thought.
I don't know
my father and
if
brother
the
were
old
here.
if the old style games did it as
I
like
can't
kind of a
find their
limitation
name.
of their budget and hardware, this game does it like just to unsettle you,
I'm sorry, it's not.
which
your
is really
problem.
cool.
Yeah,
No,
and it's like trying
I
to
hope you
respect the
find it.
original as well. I'm assuming.
Yeah,
True.
Which I heard just from the people who were demoing Metal Gear Delta,
uh-huh.
Metal Gear Solid Delta, that they say it's pretty much they don't, aside from the graphics, obviously, they don't really mess with it a whole lot from
Yeah.
the OG, and it's like kind of surprising, because this is more of a remake. Something like RE2 was more of a remake.
Yeah, like where
Um,
where the things are still there, but they're kind of in different locations, or they've been expanded on, or
Yeah, this game is pretty. Again,
Yeah,
like
this
30
game is
FPS.
beautiful. Like
you
I
know,
was so
720.
worried after that first trailer that this was going to be a mess. They knocked it out of the freaking park.
I could just tell with like the fog effects, mist. I don't know. I just call it fog. the reflections and everything. And you said this is Unreal 5, right?
This is Unreal 5, yeah. So
Okay,
you are going to get
I
some
didn't know
stuttering
that.
occasionally, but it's not too bad.
It's even on my end, it's like not bad. But yeah, heard game.
Oh my god, yeah. It is beautiful. The other thing that it does extremely well, and I was telling you about this earlier, is that this game goes so far out of its way to make you uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like the opening here, the slow buildup is really good. It just kind of establishing like, oh, this is kind of creepy and otherworldly.
Yeah.
Before it's like, oh, something is terribly wrong. And then it's like, oh god, something is dangerously wrong. And then like, oh god, it's coming after me now. And so like every room in this game and like every environment is just designed to make you feel dread. And that, of course, that sounds like a negative thing, but in a well executed horror, it's
no, it's
hard
amazing.
to pull off. And this game
yes,
pulls it off
it's hard
consistently.
to do. It is hard to do to keep someone engaged and not be turned off and not feel like, oh, nothing's happening, or to be like too terrified to even continue. Like
on my personal save, I'm a quarter of the way through the game, and common enemies still frequently scare me and make me not want to enter the next room. Like just ordinary enemies. Like I'm not at the point where like I'm just running in, swinging my bat, and
I mean they're fucking creepy. You know, and zombies get me for sure. Mm-hmm. You know, they're scary too, but aside from zombies, you know, there's variety like lickers and stuff like that. But this game is variety too.
Yes.
You know?
And even though they definitely modernized the combat, you, at least for the part of the game I'm in, you definitely don't feel overpowered in any way.
Gotcha.
Or like that you're the hunter. Like in every encounter, it's like, oh shit, this is it.
I mean, you don't get anything more powerful than like a pistol in this game, right? It's mostly
I think you do
clubs.
get like a shotgun eventually, but like...
Oh yeah? Okay.
Yeah, you do not get like a full arsenal like a Resident Evil game.
Yeah.
Or anything even close to it. I am going to try to move pretty quick, at least for these opening segments. One, because they're so familiar and it is such a slow build. But then also, the game itself is expanded on so much that it's almost double the length of the original.
Also, am I being stupid? Like, that green car you passed, and this is not something I remember from the original at all. It's something I just noticed now, but...
Yeah.
Oh, no, because it's not on a hill. It's not on an overpass. Okay.
Oh,
I'm just thinking about the first
car?
game. No, what's his name? The main character from Silent Hill 1. Because he crashed in Silent Hill, right? And that, I'm just thinking of like the cutscene, and I'm pretty sure it's like a mint car, but...
See, I remember even less of Silent Hill 1 than I do Silent Hill 2.
Okay. Silent Hill 1 is just... Yeah, and as far as the games that I've played, you know, it's a little bit of this. Silent Hill 1, the remake on the Wii that's not really a remake, but like a different retelling, Shattered Memories, which had an interesting twist. That game was interesting, but not nearly as good as Silent Hill 1.
Right, and it leaves the door wide open for like an actual remake of the first one.
And something else? What am I thinking?
So weirdly, the Silent Hill game that I played the most was actually The Room.
Okay.
Believe it or not.
4, right?
What's that?
That's Silent Hill 4?
Yeah, because that one came out when we were in college, and I really got into that one for some reason.
I've heard it's pretty good.
It is. Like, I think it's probably the most underrated
really good,
in the series. Like, it definitely has that claustrophobic nightmare factor to it. It's very different. In fact, it could have... I think it was originally developed not as a Silent Hill game, and that kind of shows. But then, like, the deeper they got into it, the more they decided to write it into the kind of existing mythos.
Yeah.
Mythos.
The mythos.
The mythos. I don't know what Barnabas's accent is, but I want it.
It's interesting because they at least they're hinting. I don't know if you get any more of that, but they say that Barnabas himself came from some southern land
where they fucked their moms.
Like usurped the throne.
Yes.
But then Actually, no. Now that I think about, I was like, other people have that accent, but now that I think about it, no, it's just his familiar that also
Do they
has that
also have
accent.
sex with their moms?
Oh, God.
Oh man, Final Fantasy 16. It's such a wonderful game in so many ways.
What is this?
When they committed themselves to kind of like the more dark, mature fantasy setting, they really went all in on it, though.
Yeah, they didn't half-ass that.
No, it's not like, oh, it's like what Japanese weebos, or I guess there's no such thing as Japanese, American weebos think of as dark fantasy. No, it's like a straight up, like, real mature tale, and it's actually stronger for it because they committed to it.
Yeah.
But like, I know a lot of
it's
people
very different.
joke about that game being kind of a ripoff of Game of Thrones, but there's like
No.
a ripoff and then there's like a loving tribute. And I think that game was
More of
an
that
excellent tribute.
stuff.
And also, it's just like the kind of fantasy that it is, like, because there's so much about the Fallen and their artifacts, the airships,
Yeah.
and how they build a lot of what, because you're a bandit, and the people you associate with are very much like outlaws, sort of.
Yes.
Like they build a lot of their society around these things.
Yeah,
because
on the remains of those old structures. Yeah, and it's kind of cool.
To me, that's nothing like Game of Thrones. Like,
No, yeah,
doesn't-
it definitely does its own thing. It is absolutely not just like a shot-for-shot remake with like slightly different names of Game of Thrones.
yeah. So I don't know if we're doing this on stream or not, but like you were saying, like, oh, maybe I'll show you some combos and stuff,
Ooh,
because
hell yeah.
the fighting system, I mean, it's been fun. It's always been a lot of fun. But just more and more, there's little things that are like, oh, wait a second. Like if I perfect time, a fireball in the air, they bounce back up,
Yep.
there. And
Isn't that amazing?
It seems like there's different states that they can be in. Like, oh, in this state, they're on the ground and you can do a ground
Hey.
attack. But then this other time,
Have you
they're
discovered
you're just
like
attacking them.
have you discovered how potent
Ugh.
like air juggling can be?
I'm starting to, yes.
I
And that's
didn't until the post game, honestly. Like the kicking off enemies and charging your sword and then jumping and slashing.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I didn't pick up on that at all during the main game.
The sword charge was one of the first things I upgraded
I
because
barely used it until the
when
end.
when I'm like air juggling and then I come down, like I do the down attack, by the time you hit the ground, if you upgraded the sword charge, it's already ready. If
Right.
you're holding it when you do the square and X to come down, it's already ready by the time you hit the ground. So then you could do the sword charge and blast them away.
Yep.
And so that's something I've been doing since the beginning. But there are so many things with like air combos where I'm learning to be in the air a bit more. Like Garuda's circle attack with big enemies.
Yes, and Garuda
is
lends
so
itself really
effective.
well to that. Because you can
And at
actually
first I
pick
didn't
up
like
enemies
that.
off the ground when you're airborne.
Oh yeah, that too. Like smaller enemies.
But like
For
Clive
bigger-
has such a weak jump that like it never occurred to me that like aerial combat would even be a thing in this one, other than just like getting them up there and doing a quick ground pound. But there's a lot you can do in the air, surprisingly.
The only thing is I don't know how to follow people in the air if I don't have Phoenix. Like it's the easiest way is just to hit circle with Phoenix. And so I don't know how else to do it. I feel
so
like
there's a couple ways. There's the kick jump, and then there's
Yeah.
charging your sword, jumping, and unleashing it in the air. And
Whoa, what
then
does
you'll
that do?
catch enemies, and then you're kind of stuck in the air for a second.
Oh, okay. So still not super high off the ground,
No.
but
Like the
okay.
things that get you high up are Garuda and Phoenix.
okay, gotcha.
And
gotcha.
then like I said, there's ways in the end game where you can like increase the number of times that Clive can kick jump.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
And so doing that or equipping those accessories really makes it more pronounced.
So for me, I'm very much like, it depends on the situation. Like I might want Bahamut's Giggle Flare just because for pure damage, it's the best thing right now that I have.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I'm definitely Phoenix, Garuda, and Titan. Like those
And those
are
are
my
good
main.
ones. Yeah, those are good ones to make regular use of all the way into the end game. And the great thing about this game is that there really are no
Like
bad
wrong.
ones. Like there's no one that's lesser than you can build a like god slaying build around any single one of the icons at any given time. It's
I'm
all about the way
definitely-
that you learn to mix and match their abilities, because there's certain abilities that complement other abilities much better, and figuring out what those are is super satisfying. God, I hate the enemies in this game.
Serious. Even just the little grunts, it's like
I said, I'm a quarter of the way through the game, and these things still freak me out when they jump you in a dark room.
yeah.
I noticed Sparks isn't with us, but I would love to get her reaction to these.
Stay back.
Oh, and I'm still the dodge wasn't in the original, so I'm still getting the hang of that.
Gotcha.
Ugh.
Die. Kill
It's
you like I feel like
super-
I killed someone else.
Yeah, but like every once in a while, I'll like get into the rhythm, but yeah, the dodging is pretty time sensitive,
Okay.
and you do take a lot of damage. Fortunately, they, at least in the normal mode, they give you enough health items to live off of, but I always feel like I'm a little bit short.
As is good.
Used needle.
God.
I'm here. I'm just lurking because I'm a weenie. It's all right, Sparks. Oh, this game, like I was describing with Max, and I mean this in like the best way possible for a horror game. But it hates you. This game hates you. Oh, it's too dark to see anything. Shoot, Max, could you turn the stream on your phone real quick and tell me if I could adjust the brightness? Because on my end, I can see pretty good.
Yeah, my end too, but let me see. Let's see.
I'm gonna
I hope
stick
that's
around
not
in
an
this
HDR
interior
thing.
environment for a minute where it's dark. Like certain rooms are like intentionally dark so that you need a flashlight, but we're not there yet. Like these are pretty well lit. So if they're too dark to see, I definitely want to adjust the brightness. Even if it looks a little odd on our end. Okay, Spark says the room is pitch black for her. Okay.
What the heck?
Interesting.
Let me find us.
Yeah, we're gonna take just a quick time out here. I'm gonna turn on our Twitch channel too here and see what it looks like on my phone.
On my phone, it's definitely darker for sure. And it's not like horrible, but at the same time, it's very noticeable. Like I could see everything, like the ladder and everything, but with the lights coming in the next room,
Yeah.
that just looks like a little bit brighter.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it's definitely dark. Let me go ahead.
I mean, is the HDR making that much of a difference?
It might be. Well, actually, according to this, the HDR is off for recording. That's weird. But nevertheless, let's go ahead and boost that gamma a little bit. Bring it up to 2. Okay.
Are you playing on the monitor or TV?
So now on my screen, that looks hella bright.
It's definitely a little brighter. It's not like crazy bright on my screen.
Yeah.
I'm
but
seeing
on the phone,
stream...
I'm looking on the phone, and it looks a bit better.
A little bit, yeah.
All right, so let's keep it with that for now. Sparks just sent a screen cap of what she's seeing. Okay, cool. Let's do this in real time because I want this stream to
why
be
not?
as good
Let's
as
workshop
possible.
this.
Oh shit, Sparks really is seeing like pitch black. Damn.
What the hell?
I don't know. That's odd.
Unless Sparks has... Do you have HDR on your monitor, Sparks? I mean, I feel like that shouldn't be such an issue, you know? Like...
Yeah.
Wow.
That is odd.
That was really dramatic.
Yeah, it was. Sparks, did me boosting the brightness help at all? Yeah, she's watching on her phone. I was looking on my phone, and it looked, like I said, it looked a little bit darker, but...
It definitely is darker on the phone.
Yeah. But I could still make out what I was seeing. Like, the screen Sparks sent me, like, I can see where you totally wouldn't be able to make out what you're seeing.
Oh, you know what? And I just realized I have my night light on. So let me turn that off.
Sparks, is the brightness on your phone maybe, like, super low?
I mean, I can't imagine that's the reason, but But that's the thing is like if she sent you a screenshot, then it would still be bright on yours.
Yeah. Okay, Sparks can see. Well, we're also outdoors now. Let me boost it up to like 2.2.
2.5. Okay.
Next time we get into an
we can always
interior,
figure
like I'll
out
just watch for her comments and see. But
Where are you, Mary?
where are you, Mary? Hell yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Get those juices.
Juice up. But
She's turned up her brightness all the way and it was still black. Huh. Maybe it just is the way that the stream reacts to different devices. I don't know.
it's weird. Yeah, because on my phone, it's like I can definitely see it's different, like definitely darker, but I can see it.
Yeah. Can do. All right.
So really, right now, you don't have a specific objective other than where's Mary, right?
Correct. Like, figure this shit out. Let's go.
Oh, good.
Test your might.
Wait. Maybe I need to adjust my volume. I didn't. That was an enemy, right? Like I didn't hear the. I didn't hear the radio.
Let's see.
The radio still does that thing, right? Like.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
The only problem is though, like I'm playing it like so quiet on my end. Sparks is in a well-lit room, so her eyes haven't adjusted to the dark. It shouldn't make a difference on your phone, like at all.
And like you said, like she sent a picture, and it's darker than your phone.
Oh
right?
yeah, totally, like a million times over. So I don't know.
Weird.
But yeah, so the radio does do the thing, but like I said, I'm playing it so quiet on my end so that I can like hear your voice and not like
damn
force
these
myself to talk super
reflections
loud.
are really pretty.
Yeah, isn't
The
it?
game looks so damn good.
Right? You almost forget that it's out to kill you. The other thing James will do is he'll take out his whooping stick when...
Okay, gotcha.
God damn it. You see what I mean, though, about, like, 4 hours into the freaking game and I still can't dodge? Because they do that sometimes, too, where they just straight... I'm actually going to throw this fight. Let's save Scum, because I'm not willing to give up a health item this soon.
No, I get you.
The other funny thing
also-
is, there's, like, on the stream, it's almost seamless, but there's just a tiny bit of a delay, too. Like in my button presses.
For me, it's like a 3-second delay or something. Oh, I see what you're saying, where you're actually, you notice it while playing.
Yeah, there's, like, input lag.
See, the combat, I mean, just looking at it, it still seems kind of, I don't know, like, this isn't a bad thing. The original game, it's like a little awkward.
Yeah,
It's
the
a
combat
little-
in the original game sucked. Like,
It was like,
and like people
not-
apologize for that by saying like, "Oh, James isn't a trained soldier." I get that, but you can still have functional combat that makes you feel vulnerable and desperate.
Mhm.
And this game does that very well.
It felt clunky, like in a, I don't know, like heavy way.
Yes.
Like you were committing to, I don't know, almost like a Dark Souls way or something. But
Right.
and it just looking at it, it kind of seems not too different. But I'm not playing the game.
Right.
I mean, certainly not like tight like Resident Evil 4 or something. Oh, thief.
I remember this part. Jump.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, I don't know why, 20 minutes ago he wasn't just like, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
I know, right? Like, and that's the other thing too. Like,
Nothing like
one
the
thing
honeymoon.
about Silent Hill is that it's like a 12-game series at this point, and I never really got super into the lore and background of the game. So like, I don't know if it's like meant to be a real place or it's like kind of a purgatory sort of thing where you're compelled to stay by forces beyond your control. I kind of get that vibe. But
I think
yeah.
I like the idea that it's a real place, but I think I read in like a wiki sometime at some point that one of the games revealed that it looks different for each person, even though most games it looks pretty similar. But maybe it just like it has similar things as far as the mist, but it presents a different, like, obviously, you know, again, I don't know if we're doing spoilers, but what he's seeing is very tailored to him.
Right. Yeah, and I do remember that, and it's there also like is in this game. There's like an other world version of Silent Hill.
Yeah.
That's
Which
more
similar
like
to
just
the first
straight
game.
portal to hell.
Yeah. That was the freakiest part of the first game for me, where it's just like, oh, what's down this alley? I don't know, but now the town is made of flesh.
Yeah, right.
And you're in hell.
Yeah, honestly. And the funny thing is though, the game never like comes out and says like hell directly, but you know, it's kind of like their personal version of hell.
Yeah.
But like the town itself does exist from what I understand. It was like a resort town, but there was like a cult who was super active here.
Yeah.
And they're the ones responsible for like basically opening this up to like all this occult and demonic stuff that's happening.
I wonder if, and because I don't know how much they got into that in the first few games. I think they did a lot of the lore building in the later games, which again, games I never played.
Yeah.
But that's just from what I understand from like reading.
And like I said, with the room, it kind of had its own separate thing going on.
Yeah. Did it take place in Silent Hill, or was it like flashbacks or something to it?
Yes and no, kind of.
Okay.
There's a bug in here. Look, these things are annoying because they lead you to believe, that there's these guys coming for you. But then they'll just, like, jack your crap up, like, with, like, a little poison sting, which is annoying as shit. See what I mean about, like, how the game breaks the rules about not making you fight in, like, tight quarters or, like, kind of safe zones?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's no such thing as a safe room in this game. Is there really nothing else in here?
What was with
I mean, I'm
that
glad
washer?
I didn't get hit, but what a waste.
Or that picture?
I thought I saw... Hold on. Nah, you're just being crazy, Chris.
So I saw two things. You might have already interacted with them.
Yeah, I did. The laundry on the dryer there, and then the picture on the wall.
Okay.
The other good thing to remember about this game is that you don't necessarily have to fight every fight. Like, if you have room to run by, you can. Yeah. But sometimes you pay for that later. Like, in this area, there's a little bit of backtracking up and down these streets. So I'm going to just take them out while I'm feeling confident.
Yeah, why not? And it's like right now, kind of one at a time.
God damn it!
What the heck?
See, sometimes they just like get tired of you hitting them, and they just charge you until they land the hit. And I get it. It's this game's way of building tension, but it also, like, the combat is so much more polished than the original that it's a little bit frustrating when sometimes it's just like, this guy's doing a little too good.
And with again, it adds to the tension when there's like light behind them.
Yeah, like that, right
there.
It
is really hard to see what they're doing.
Yeah, and again. So, like, normally you can land 2-hit combos, but then every once in a while they'll just be like, nope, no takesies backsies.
Or like they're not anywhere close to stunned after a hit.
Right.
They're just like, oh yeah.
It's very hard to tell when you've stunned them and when you haven't, and that's why I keep taking hits like that.
It would help if they had a face to
Yeah, if
to,
only
ga-
they
to gauge
if
their
only they
emotions.
could emote and express their agony. How nice
It's kind
would
of
that
interesting.
be?
Like, is there a single enemy that has a face in these games? I
Oh
don't
yeah.
think so. Oh,
Oh
really?
yes. Yes, there are.
Yeah.
Read those on your
Now,
own
this
time.
diner seems familiar.
Okay. Come on, James.
All right, that sounds good, Sparks.
Okay, she can see silhouettes now. That's an improvement, I guess.
Yeah,
I
Annie
mean,
was thinking about it.
also
It's like,
it'll also become more dramatic once we get the flashlight, but we're still a little bit away from that.
the only thing is, okay.
See, this one just went down like a chump. I don't get it.
The other thing is, like, for the next episode,
Yeah.
because after like the first 2 hours or so, you are mostly inside for most of the game, right? Like,
No. There's like a lot more outdoor areas. Like there's the park
Okay.
and the. I mean, you are in the apartments, and then later the hospital.
The hospital,
for a
yeah.
really long. The hospital's the longest segment of the game.
yeah.
But see, I feel like
Oh, wow.
I dodged. I guess I'm wrong. Oh, it's frustrating. Sparks, the less I see of the creepies, the better I'll sleep. I am sorry, Sparks. This is not one of those games that gets less creepy the longer you play it. Like, you just get immune to it. Like, it constantly finds new ways to make you hate it. It really does.
I'm
And,
really
like,
interested. I think I'm gonna have to get this because I'm
Yeah,
really
I
interested in
think
playing
so.
it with headphones and seeing like the sound design and
Yeah.
what they do with that.
because you know
Because
what?
already, like, just what I hear is like freaking me out.
Yeah. You know how in Resident Evil 2, there's always like a certain point in the game where, you know, the enemies, like, oh yeah, like they can get the jump on you, but they're not
shit.
like super scary to you anymore. Like, because you're ready to go. You know how to deal with them.
Yeah,
You have the weapons to deal with them.
That's-
never happens in this game.
that's true. At the same time, I feel like there's usually one enemy.
God,
I feel like there's one enemy in each Resident Evil game that really just sucks. Probably most so being the hunters in the first one.
yeah.
My strategy was take out the Magnum, or maybe the shotgun if I can get the first hit on them, like from behind or something. But
Right.
yeah, the hunters, as far as dodging them, I was not good at that.
Yeah, no. And in those
Lickers-
games, you really couldn't dodge. You just kind of had to, like, learn when they were going to jump at you and then just kind of move forward and to the right. Like,
Yeah.
that was your dodge.
Lickers were kind of the same deal. Like, they'd have the lunge attacks and stuff. But I don't know. You could also, like, walk past Lickers because they were blind. The hunters, you didn't have that luxury.
Yeah. But no, in this game,
Crazy
like,
glue.
there's only a few enemy types, but they're all exceedingly creepy, and they fuck with you constantly. Fuck this record shop. Wait, did another one just enter? See, that's the thing. I cannot hear the radio static right now, so that's another good
Oh.
reason for me to play through this before we go through it together,
Just so you know.
just so I know when I'm gonna get jumped. Like, I don't take as many cheap hits.
I was talking about Elden Ring the other day, the whole message system.
Yeah,
That really helps with the I would call them cheap hits. I mean, if you're looking around every single corner, you'll usually see when an enemy is hiding, waiting to ambush you.
yeah,
But man, the ambushes are a lot, but not enough that you remember to check all the time. Like, that game is really good if you don't have the message, because people will usually put a message before that says ambush ahead or group to the right ahead. But if you don't have that on, you're going to get ambushed all the time.
Oh, like, constantly, yeah.
That game is fucking cheap.
Come here, buggies. Another one? Yep. God. Where did it? I didn't even see it.
To behind you to the right. Okay. Oh, shit.
Well, good thing I've got this health drink. I really thought that, like, I was going to do better, like, having played this so much over the last 24 hours. But no, I'm getting hit constantly. And, like, again, I think that's also part of just, like, how the game is supposed to be played. Like, I think if you're good enough that, like, you've really got the dodge down, the game's just going to find ways to hurt you so that you feel, like, that tension. But, like that's kind of what I get the feeling. Because, like, I have fights in this game where, like, I blow it, and I just don't... I feel like maybe during those fights, I just don't take as much damage. But then on fights where I feel like I'm really doing well, like, they'll find, like, a cheap hit to get me, and that takes, like, half my health in one hit.
It has, like, a god hand mechanic.
Maybe,
like,
yeah.
The enemies are leveling up when...
And it's not necessarily me, like, critiquing this game. It's just how it operates. Because, like, part of the tension is that you need to feel vulnerable. And a little bit desperate all times. And if you have, like, 1,000,000 bullets and 20 health drinks, you're not going to feel that desperate.
You bring up a good point where it's just like, if you get really good at the game, like, it's going to be hard to feel
what they
tension.
want you to feel.
Yeah. I would like to see a speed run of the OG Silent Hill 2, though, and see what people do.
Oh, yeah. I always forget what... Yeah. Okay, so now let's start getting... Okay. We're going to go to Neely's and get the record bit started here. Because that will open up the way to the first apartment building, which is really short, but kind of gives you a little taste of what to expect from the interior environments. Yeah. He took his whooping stick out, so there's something close by. Where is it? There it is.
Oh.
There it is. Now you see that? How,
come
like,
on.
My hits just went through him when it was time
when
for
he
me
was in his kneeling up animation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, like, it's not a poorly made game, and the combat is good. Like, or it's much better and more responsive than the original.
Yeah.
But it
honestly, a game
it definitely
like this
has moments where, like, it's just, you know what? It's been too long since you've been hurt, so it's time to get hurt.
I'm a game like this, I'm not even, like, looking for fantastic combat or anything.
Right.
I'm okay if it's not great, as long as it's, like, somewhat responsive and feels like I have options.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one mostly went down like a chunk.
Yeah, see, now that one wasn't too bad.
He didn't head rush you.
Yeah, I guarantee you the next one will, though. Sparks, yeah, those fuckers, right? So many people here. One. I know there's, like, a bonus you can get for collecting all of, like, the creepy photographs.
Oh yeah, I'm just catching up on Sparks' messages about the cosplays and stuff. It's like, yeah, the nurses especially was the cosplay I'd see the most.
Oh yeah, that's right. People do, like, really detailed cosplays of the monsters in this game.
Yeah.
Wow, I completely went the wrong direction. Cool. That's the other thing, too. Like, even though, like, the fog is no longer the result of a technical limitation, it can still really disorient you.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad it wasn't like I would have to think that it would be a huge fumble, like the likes of no one could actually think to do this. But I was worried it was going to be something like, yeah, with newer technology, the draw distance is a lot better.
Yeah, I know, right? There it is. Hit those fucking beetles.
And they don't even give you any. There's not even like a family of beetle people in this town.
Nope.
That give you prizes. Yeah, Pyramid Head is not that creepy to me. I mean,
one.
it is like it's horrifying, as in like, oh my god, I'm gonna die.
Yeah, this like unstoppable murder machine that's just after you. Yeah.
But when it comes to the creep factor, no, it's the enemies. It's everything else.
He is much. I won't spoil it, but he is much creepier in this one than he was in the original.
Okay.
You know what's funny? I just remembered this. In my playthrough, I did not ever find the passcode for that door. So if you're like super observant and you notice something, please let me know, because I'd love to see what's behind there.
You got it. Also, were some of the buttons more highlighted than the others?
Maybe.
Okay. I'm not about to Sherlock this, but yeah.
Stripper pyramid head. Oh god.
Sorry, I thought there was something behind you to your left, but he didn't take out his weapon.
50% off. Buy now.
Okay, there is something.
Come here,
There you are.
I see you down there. Come on. Come on out.
Why are they always below the cop cars?
Maybe
they're all like anarchists.
Maybe it's like a fuck the police kind of thing.
Yeah. Fuck 12. Heard it here first. Oh, did he get you?
He did. He found a way to get up and hit me.
What the shit?
He's stuck in the cop car, which is great for me.
Which is advantageous to him.
Yeah, I don't think I'm actually hitting him. Oh, there he is. Now I'm hitting him.
Except for the time where you...
Except for where the time where
right
I'm not supposed to hit him. Yep. No.
Whoa, holy shit.
I got lucky
jumped
there.
up. He just jumped the hell up.
So fighting those things so close to cars is problematic for a reason that you probably just picked up on, which is that James really wants to make his first priority smashing windows.
He's a little anarchist too.
Oh, Sonny Jim. Hey, it's Giga Computer. Giga Computer. For all your internet pornography needs.
Was that like after Babbage's, but before Funko Land?
Hey, you like porn? Come to Giga Computer. You'll be watching porn for days. I've been happy. Me too. And you know, despite everything about this game, like how horrifying it can be and like some of the cheap shots in the combat, I really love this game, if you can't tell.
Oh, yeah.
I'm having a lot of fun with this.
He was just kidding. He's feeling better.
One thing I might hope the developers would change in like a future update is maybe like the camera remains trained on the enemy closest to James. Or like, I don't know, like you hold L2. Well, if you hold L2, you pull your gun out later, but like something you can press where like he'll just kind of keep his sights trained on the enemy and not lose sight of him when he dodges.
I was wondering something, not that specifically, because if you're locked on in FF16, you know, you're always going to be locked onto that enemy. Mm-hmm. But I would like the camera just to be zoomed out from Clive a little bit more.
You know, you can do that in the settings, right?
That's what I was wondering, because I saw like there's things that say follow Clive automatically in battle and stuff like that, and I'm like, does that mean?
I mean, it's not like super dramatic, but there definitely is a thing that you can do in the settings to zoom it out a little bit more.
I think that's what I'm gonna do, because it's not common, because you know they have the red marks that tell you, you know, where enemies are during the battle, but it doesn't necessarily tell you how close they are. So sometimes if I'm like really wailing on something, even if it's like a small enemy, you know, something else might come and get a cheap shot on me. So
Yeah.
I might zoom it out.
It's definitely worth doing. All right, now we need the 2 key, which is where we got to go to the apartments. Then after that, we're just about ready to get into the big apartments, where we will be spending the next, like, 2.5 hours of gameplay.
Yeah, Bloober Team did pretty good with this.
Yeah, right? Also, they're like a studio that I know a couple of their games, but only because I read that they were the ones who made them. Like, I don't actually know them as a studio, but I'm gonna guess after this they're gonna be getting a lot more like high profile projects.
Yeah, and it was always horror games that they were doing. The only thing I played from them was the Medium because it was on Xbox Game Pass.
Oh, okay.
And I couldn't get into like it was. The idea of it was interesting, of like how it worked, of like playing kind of in 2 different dimensions at once. But I don't know. It kind of just fell flat for me.
Yeah.
And Bloober seems like when you look at review scores, I think this is like their best reviewed game.
Oh, by far. Yeah.
They're usually like a 7.5 out of 10 kind of studio.
I would, and again, I'm not through it yet, and there's definitely some technical issues and things that they could tweak a little bit in updates, but I would firmly give this game a 9. Because, like, as it is, like, if they were to not update it, and like, this was the final product, I mean, it's an extremely polished game. It looks incredible, it scares the pants off of you, and it's a loving tribute to one of the greatest games of the PS2 generation. So, like, they did what they set out to do, and, you know, it's 2024. It's going to get updated, and, like, these few little gripes that I have are going to get ironed out after a couple of weeks. And so, goddamn. So, yeah, this studio is going to make some serious bank on this.
Oh, yeah.
And they deserve it.
And it was like, okay, so, you know, Konami did well as far as trusting, you know, one of their big IPs with the team.
I'm still not, like, overly crazy about Konami just because they seem to be run by meth heads, but...
they make weird decisions, for sure.
They make really weird decisions. Hobble at me, will you? Dad! See what I mean?
Where it's just like, it almost skips an animation.
It does. Thank you. That's kind of what I've been trying to put my finger on. It feels like they'll like either speed up or skip the animations when you're doing a little too well.
Which I know it's a little less pronounced in this game and more, I don't know if I'm thinking Silent Hill, like Silent Hill 1 definitely had this. I don't know so much about 2. They were twitchy. They were more twitchy.
Yes.
In those games, their animations, but you know, this definitely seems like, I don't know, something's like glitching ahead, basically.
Right.
Light louder sounds as well.
All right, Sparks, if you're struggling with the game, this little sequence here, maybe go make yourself a cup of warm tea. The twitching, yeah, it's bothersome. Like I said, this really isn't that bad. This first like interior like claustrophobic sequence, but it is just kind of like a little taste of what's coming at you later. It kind of dials up the creep factor a little bit more. Sparks turning down the brightness on my phone. Apartment 5. I think we're supposed to go to apartment 5. I always have to like double check every room though, because like there's always like a health drink that's not in the most obvious place, except when there isn't.
Except when you're really checking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at my phone right now, and it's like, it looks fine on my end, at least.
Okay.
You know, a little dark, but it's not. I think what you did definitely helped.
All right. Hey, we got our second syringe. Those you want to... Like, the health drinks you can afford to use pretty frequently. You really want to hang on to your syringes for, like, desperate moments, though.
What is the syringe? Because
the syringe
it
is like
doesn't
a
make
full
you
health
stronger,
restore.
does it? Oh, okay, gotcha.
It's like a first aid spray, whereas the health drinks are just like your ordinary health items.
Don't feel like breaking this one.
Check out everything down here.
Speaking of herbs.
A buggy close by. Where is he? There he is. Fuck you. By the way, that's like my catchphrase in this game. Like every enemy that jumps out at me, fuck you.
Okay. I just imagine you playing it for the first time.
Honestly, yeah, like that has been the theme of this game for me. So I can go in apartment 5, but we know that's going to progress. So I'm going to do a quick item check.
Alrighty.
Just because my memory isn't perfect and I don't remember where to find everything there is to be found. I think we're ready for room 5.
Now, how do you really know how much health you have? I know there's the border.
It just gets more pronounced. Like, honestly, this, you probably should heal, but I always wait like an extra hit or two before I heal.
Gotcha.
Just because I hate the idea of squandering a health item.
Yeah, me too. I get it.
Like, I don't, like, yeah, I'm bleeding out, but I don't need it. Speaking of which, I'm going to open my Coke here. I had a nice
a nice sound
Indiana
effects.
game day lager before this, and that was a good beer. You know, I've been so spoiled by like the craft beer scene in Bloomington, that like there's always like something new or something that I haven't tried before that I really end up liking. It doesn't matter how many IPAs I try. I just don't like IPAs.
Yeah, me either. I mean, it's very rare.
Like I've had people tell me like, "Oh no, you just aren't trying the right ones." I've tried a lot of IPAs, and it's just
no.
For me, it's like just my spirit of choice is gin. It's not like I'm averse to bitter, but it's like bitter for the sake of bitter.
It's a bitterness I don't like. Yeah, the one IPA I can stand, and it's like it's all right. Is what do you call it? I can't even remember the name of the company. But it's called Antihero.
Anteater?
Antihero.
Oh, Antihero.
Yeah, and Revolution. I was like, I could not think of the name of the company. It's Chicago based. Most IPAs just way too hoppy. Just hoppiness in general. It's not the kind of bitterness I like.
Well, like hops don't bother me, but man, yeah, just like the whole combination of everything that goes on in IPAs is just a turn off for me in terms of beer.
That, and I've actually strayed away from, like in college, I was cool with like box and porters and darker beers. Mm-hmm. And as I've gotten older, the taste is good. For me, it's just they upset my stomach now.
I like a decent porter every once in a while, but like
they sit heavy for me.
They do.
Days.
And kind of same with stouts, but like if I'm in the mood for one, then I like them.
That's the thing. It's like there's nothing quite like a nice stout or something when it comes to complexity.
Oh god.
But
this game actually does this a couple times where it's just like reach into the gross hole. There's our episode title. Reach into the gross hole.
Silent Hill glory hole.
Silent Hill gross hole.
God.
Silent Hill 7, the gross hole. That got me the first time. Like, even though it was just like him almost falling, that was a straight jump scare for me.
Oh, yeah.
Probably wasn't as pronounced to you because I ran through the door like screaming like a banshee. But all right, so there you go. Just like a little kind of taste of like the more claustrophobic and dilapidated environments. But when we get into the big apartment building, oh man. They just do not let up. Check for drugs. You can always use drugs.
Yeah.
All right.
It looks like that kind of town.
We're about to say goodbye to the opening city street segment. Now, you didn't happen to notice anything for that keypad, did you?
Nope. No codes. Only
Which
when I
leads
started
me to
paying
believe
attention.
It might be like somewhere close to the keypad. Let's double back and check, just in case.
I mean, I could always secretly Google it.
Because if we can get into it, I would like to. Or, you know, since I'm too stupid to figure it out, you could just Google it.
Mm-hmm.
Give us a little extra edge for this playthrough. Be like Silent Hill 2 remake, opening area keypad. I don't know. Something like that.
I'm on it.
Thanks, buddy. Because my guess is it's probably like an extra health item or something like that, and I could use extra health items. So, Sparks, how was the brightness in that building while we were in there? Giga computer. Come get your rocks off at Giga Computer.
Is this the right keypad? Everything's talking about the hospital.
No, not in the hospital. It's like
No.
we
Grand
are.
Market. Here we go.
Where are we? We're at the Grand
see.
Market. Grand Market
Yeah.
keypad.
Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Please no. Blah blah blah.
I was pointedly not watching. Sorry, it sounded scary. That's all right.
Okay, are you playing on standard difficulty?
Yeah,
All right. You ready for it?
yeah.
It is 4.
Well, wait. Where
4.
are we supposed to find it? I just want to know.
Let me find out. You can find da 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 da.
Because it might kind of train me for how to like solve optional stuff later.
Okay, there's a document, and you find it beside a truck in the middle of Sanders Street. Which,
Beside
if you
the
look at your
truck-
map, is like the middle, and then go a little bit below the middle.
Oh,
You see,
I
like,
think
where
I
the
picked it up.
jukebox-
Maybe we just weren't paying attention. I just wasn't paying close enough attention. Whoops.
Maybe not.
Yeah, maybe not. Okay, but anyways, what is it?
All right, it's 4.
4.
4.
What?
4.
4 4?
4. 4. 4.
It's all. That's amazing.
Idiot.
Honestly, like I was about to be like, yes, I heard you. 4. Hey, health drink. I was right.
Yeah, I wonder what the
4.
note
4.
says. If it's like, if it literally just gives it to you, or if it's a puzzle. Let's see. Blah blah blah.
Okay, so yeah, it was just a document that I wasn't paying close enough attention. Got a little extra bullets to start off with.
Okay,
That's
no,
nice.
it's not really a puzzle, much of a puzzle. The document says that someone was trying to work out the code. They got up to 4439, and they feel like they're so close now. So it's just a matter of continuing their work one by one.
Ooh. Couple extra health drinks. Nice. It tells me I'm going to pay for this later, though.
The game is keeping track of how
Yeah,
much health
right.
you have.
You cheat. You're a cheater. You big fat cheater.
Health potions divided by time spent playing divided
Damn.
by
We just got 3 health drinks in there.
equals Twitch amount for next enemy.
Right. Okay. Back to Neely's to finish the record puzzle. See what I mean about... You do see a little skipping here. Just a tiny bit. Those health drinks were all past expiration date. And James is going to feel it later, that's right. All right, record time. But yeah, like, I'm loving that Unreal 5 is now just out, and it's going to become like the new industry standard, because it is such a beautiful engine.
Yeah, seriously. And apparently it's very friendly for developers.
Mm-hmm. The funny thing was, though, like, when I was looking up about, like, the occasional stuttering online, it turns out, like, not just this game, but all Unreal 5 games have that issue. So it's, like, something that the Unreal team is going to have to fix.
What the heck was there was something Unreal, like, Unreal just had a conference or something, or like a convention, something like that. And they unveiled something with lighting, and now I can't remember what it was.
Oh, really?
Spent the whole day there.
What's more impressive, while you're thinking of that, what's more impressive to me than anything is the way that they're able to procedurally generate outdoor environments. Did you see that demo?
Yeah, that was like was it like the first Unreal 5
maybe
demo or
but
something?
Like they just like straight up, like they have this like rocky terrain and they just drop them out in the middle of it, and as soon as they do, like the surrounding area instantly transforms so that it's perfectly seamless. Like, that's incredible technology.
It is. It's nuts.
And like, don't get me wrong, I recognize fully that there's still a lot of programming and planning that has to go into making those environments like a good playable environment. But the fact that developers don't have to spend months of like horrible crunch time, like polishing every nook and cranny of the environment is really nice.
Yeah.
Like, I hope that like makes game development less of a chore for some people.
Yeah,
so that we start seeing more cool stuff like this,
and start seeing, like, because development times have gotten really crazy.
Yeah,
like, and I'm not just talking about, you know, Square Enix mentioning something and then not working on it or restarting it a million times.
Yeah, right.
But like literally like development times of like actively working on something for 5 years. It's you know, every time you're waiting for a sequel, it's like, oh well, I'm gonna be 5 years older, you know, when that comes out.
I know, right? But like, I hate to think about like how old we're gonna, like, we might be 40 when FF17 comes out. In fact, we almost certainly will be.
We probably will be, yeah. It's okay. So it's just something allows devs megalights, Unreal Engine 5.5.
Yeah,
allows devs to use orders of magnitude more light sources, even on older hardware.
Interesting.
So just a way of doing more like ray tracing and stuff without being more demanding, which is like, all right, cool.
That's really cool. Like, good for them for making like tools that make the process of creating games that much more accessible and exciting for people.
For sure. And still able to be creative, like having a robust library of like assets and stuff, but still giving you all the tools to like change those assets however you want.
Yeah.
You know, and just letting you be able to be like so creative.
Right. Well, and you know, like how far these engines have come to. Like, you remember Unreal Engine 3 when like, what the fuck is with these Beatles? Where you could instantly tell when a game was built on Unreal Engine 3 because like the character models were all like super muscly and like the environments kind of had that like industrial like kind of faux 3D textured walls theme to it.
Was this like PS2 era?
PS3.
Like, okay.
Like what's a good, like even the Arkham, like the first two Arkham games, which are beautiful games, but like you could tell that they were made with the Unreal 3 engine. If no
like
one told you that FF7 Remake and Rebirth were Unreal 4, you'd never even think about it.
That's true.
Because like the engine is that flexible. Like you can do whatever you want with it.
Yeah.
And I see even more of that in Unreal 5.
They've come a ways. I remember Unreal 3, like one of the demos was like a lantern and talking about like lighting effects on like different materials, and it was like this is the coolest thing ever. And now, you know, when it comes to ray tracing and stuff, it's just like, holy shit, like we're able to rebuild physics inside of an engine. Like, that's nuts.
Yeah, the things that they can do with this are just wild. And I think it helps too that, like, weirdly enough, that that there is no Unreal Tournament, 2024 coming out. Because that's what made Unreal 3 look so, kind of boxy and almost generic, was that it was built first and foremost for Unreal Tournament 3.
Yeah.
And then, like, it was just such a easy to use engine that a lot of other developers borrowed it.
What was I gonna say? Cool. The demo I was just talking about, they actually do like an updated look version of Unreal Tournament to showcase the megalites. I'm gonna have to find this video now.
Oh, really?
But it was just like, oh, Unreal Tournament, damn. A little bit of a deep cut. Oh, the town's angry.
Yep, the town is angry.
It's a twister.
I think what I want to be doing. You kind of want to follow, like, where the enemies are to get to the apartments, if I remember correctly. You can fight them, but at this point, why when you're going into a building where they can't follow you?
Yeah.
I think.
Fool.
I am a fool. Okay, so I want to go back
I'm
into the
telling
right.
you, that very true, Sparks.
Sometimes it's best to run like hell. That's right. Fuck that guy. And fuck you. Yeah, this part was not my friend the first time. Because this was not in the original game. This is new.
I was about to say, I don't remember this.
Like this fog storm thing that's going on.
Storm. Then again, I don't remember a lot of this game, but...
Here we go.
Nice.
All right. We're here. Welcome to hell.
There you go.
Though I will say, having just completed this this afternoon, this section is so much improved over the PS2 version.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
What about it?
It was
Just
almost
like...
unnavigable. It was so dark and so, like, everything just looked exactly the same. You could not make heads or tails out of where you were going, and the only way to do it was by opening up your map and just praying that you, like, were going in the right direction when the camera suddenly, like, cut to a totally different angle, and there were, like, 6 enemies chasing after you. This one is still extremely oppressive. Like, it's very unfun in that, like, it wants to hurt you, but, like, the enemy placement is far more fair. It's designed to creep you out more than it is to just, make you want to stop playing. It actually kind of cleverly points you in the direction that you need to go next. Like, you're definitely consulting your map a lot, but it will help you, which is kind of nice. I can't imagine how dark this must be on your phone, Sparks.
I'm actually looking at it, and it's, like, fairly dark on my phone, too.
Yeah. Well, we are about to get the flashlight, at least.
Nice.
This is going to make a difference. And I am doing significantly better. Sparks can't see a single thing. Well, let me go back in. There, 2.5. For you, the people.
The power of God.
It's definitely still dark. Oh no, I saw a white circle there. But yeah, the flashlight does make a big difference in
Hello?
interior environments.
Is anyone there?
Anyone there? It's me, Friendly James. I wouldn't hurt nobody. We're also about to be introduced to my least favorite enemy so far.
Oh, how many endings did you only do like one ending?
Yep, I only saw
this?
like whatever the default like milk toast, make it through the end of the game, your first run ending is. But I know there are some weird endings in this game that they ported them all over to this one. There's like there's like one where you get abducted by aliens. There's one that like you make friends with a dog and just leave.
Where the the dog was behind it all along.
Right. Okay, fuck this part. Just a heads up. I'm gonna forecast it to you guys because it got me so bad the first time, but you're about to get jump
Fucking
scared.
mannequins. Speaking of which, I gotta play Resident Evil 7.
Oh, have you not played through Resident Evil 7 completely?
Nope.
How? It's so good.
That's what I hear. And I own 8. 7 goes on sale. I really should get 7.
Okay, jump scare time. There it is. And I hate these things. They're so wily.
They're wily. I was just about to say, they're tricky. Fucking necromorph.
I kind of got their pattern down a little better, though, than the other guys, if you can't tell, just because I hate them so much. And then, yeah, so no flashlight. It's pitch black.
Oh, yeah.
Flashlight, you get a little bit of a relief.
But that's the way to do it. Like, that really makes it creepy.
Yeah. Creepy is definitely what this game does well. Okay. Got the trash chute, courtyard key.
So your
Sparks,
HDR right
nope.
now is
yeah,
off.
I know. I fucking hate these things so much. They're creepy. They're aggressive. They're hard to hit. Oh, and they're coming up a lot. So just get used to it.
Radical acceptance.
By the way, you'll probably notice that I just go and bump into like every door that I can. The reason for that is just so that I have marked on the map what's accessible and what's not.
Oh, okay.
Because James will automatically make those marks on the map, which is cool.
Cool. Yeah, I think, well, at least with the original, like 3 games, I think every game has an alien ending, Sparks.
Oh, really?
It's
See, I didn't know that,
usually
actually.
you have to beat the game first and get like a, serious ending, and then there's like the alien ending. Because Silent Hill
The
1
alien
definitely had an
ending.
alien, a UFO ending. Like,
Yeah, that's kind of funny. And that was kind of the cool thing about like games of this era is that they did have like even the most serious games all had kind of like a quirky sense of humor about them.
for sure. Some of it was just the developers wanted to like, put in Easter eggs and stuff.
Right.
And then some of it was just like fucking stupid shit.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I like about the Yakuza series is it's just like
those games are so great in terms of their tone.
it's just like the main story is usually pretty serious and the side quests are usually just fucking stupid.
Yeah. Actually, Sparks, you know what might help kind of ease the tension here? I'm going to go out where it's nice and bright and you can see clearly. You know what might help ease the tension for you just a little bit in this game?
Having a gun.
There we go.
Nice.
How's that, Sparks?
That's awesome.
So,
Oh, did that come with because you got the limited
Yeah, the-
edition or something? That's
Amazing.
awesome.
hard to be scared when you're
I have seen. I've just YouTubed the dog ending before. I fucking love it.
Oh my god, yeah. And apparently it's in this version of the game too, which makes
Oh,
me happy. I gotta
I'm
stop
looking
and take a
forward to
drink
that.
here. I love it. Thank you. Now you feel like nothing bad can possibly happen.
That's true. That would just be mean. You wouldn't attack a guy with a cute mannequin
Attack
hat
a
like
cute
that.
Shibu hat, man, would you? Oh, God. Yeah, so this part's just dark for the sake of dark.
Mm.
And I mean, like, dark as in, like... I mean, yeah, the whole game
Actually
is, like, dark emotionally speaking, but, like, just freaking dark rooms. I'm gonna get jumped, just so you guys know. Right there! Fuck you.
What the hell? Yeah, they're wily.
Fucking die! At least I remembered that one, though.
Yeah. Cause it probably freaked you the fuck out.
Oh, yeah. Dude, there's so many moments in this, like, I can't believe how fast I'm flying through this, because, like, when I was playing this earlier by myself, even in the middle of freaking daylight, I was just like, nope, not going in that room. You can't make me. And, like, this is the beginning of it. It's so freaking tame compared to how freaky it gets.
Some of the worst nightmares I've had were actually, like, Resident Evil themed.
Oh, really?
And more like, not so much, oh, it's zombie apocalypse, but more like the game mechanics, where I'd be in a haunted house or something.
Yeah.
And I would be in a dark room, and I know there'd be zombies there, and I leave and close the door, and I'm like, there's still zombies in that room. And I would have to go back into the room later in the dream for some reason and be like, shit.
You know what's really weird for me is that some of the worst nightmares I've ever had all had to do with, like, really bad religious teaching that convinced me that, like, one wrong move and I was going to hell.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So, like, fortunately, like, that got correct. Oh my God, he wears it in the cutscenes.
Nice.
Fucking kids. I love how in a game full of, like, demons and monsters, fucking kids the most annoying thing you can encounter. I love what the Shiba had just, oh, that really hurt what really hurt are my feelings.
Excuse me.
Bubba. What did I get? I'm gonna make my way down there to get that key. Forget where I go next. I think I want to make my way to the second floor. And...
Oh, is that map only for the first floor?
No. Okay. That you get for all 3 floors.
Okay.
So there's second. There's third. We're not going to third yet, though. Think I'm gonna get jumped again. Yep, here we go. I was ready though. Come here, fucker. Come on. Do it. Puke on me. Go ahead, puke on me. There's 2 of them, which is the problem. I'm trying to lure one out. Yeah, here we go. Come get it. Come on, puke. Go ahead, puke. I want you to puke. I think it would be great if you did. Thank you. Oh, fucking...
Oh,
really? Now I'm mad.
You asked for it.
Oh, you bitch.
Yeah, how enemies fight in this game is not fun in close quarters.
Nope. Tight hallway like that, just... Alright, now where's your friend? There's your friend. Come get it. Come on. Nope. You're coming out here in the open. You're coming out here where I can hit you. There we go. There's a wee little lass. Yeah, I was ready for it this time. How does that make you feel? Sad? I hope so. I want you to be sad.
Nice.
I'm just gonna dodge after everyone. Like, because I've taken so much unnecessary damage with these chuckleheads.
Uh-oh. He's out of the light.
How much puke does he have? There we go.
Much as needed.
Cool. I mean, that's a lot of puke, right? Like you're a nurse. What makes that happen to someone?
Demons.
Being a demon.
Having a demon inside.
Max is like, it's my medical opinion that he's fucking haunted as shit.
So I'm gonna defer that back to you.
But no, for real, like back in the day, like that was like it's kind of amazing that I think one of the reasons maybe I did become a pastor is because like someone finally told me like, hey, like that's not actually how we're supposed to teach this stuff. Like you should not at all be worried about going to hell.
Have fear all the time.
Yeah, right.
But that is how it's taught in some, and some sects and.
Oh yeah, like some real and that kind of persisted, especially in Northwest Ohio. Some really backwards teaching about sex.
Oh yeah, that too. Sorry, I meant sex as in like SECTS.
Oh yeah,
but
depending on like who you're being taught by. Yeah,
I do remember sex education in 5th grade.
Yeah, honestly, that wasn't as bad as some of the crap that we heard later.
Oh yeah, oof.
Like at least that was like more kind of like biologically informed.
Surprisingly so, yeah.
Yeah. But like I remember that not being super bad. I mean, I remember it being awkward as hell, but that was more like being in the 5th grade than it was like the fault of the material itself. And I also remember, like, to their credit, like who did you have for that?
Longmire.
Okay. Well, no, I had him too. And I do remember
Longmire.
being like, just like treat your neighbor's body with respect. And I was like, oh, okay. That's kind of, I can get behind that.
I just remember Andrew.
Yes. He made it awkward. Yeah.
He kept saying dick.
He kept saying dick.
And
a
Mr.
lot.
Longmire had to be like penis.
Stop saying dick, you dick. Oh, I know where I'm supposed to go now. I remember. There's a door that wasn't open before that opens up after you see that stupid little girl.
I don't know what we're into, Sparks.
I didn't know you were into that.
Dicks? I mean...
Dicks?
You never know. Life is long.
There we go. Okay. This part sucks.
Now, yeah, here's me not
vomiting.
playing the game. And things are looking very samey to me, but I'm not paying attention.
Yeah, they definitely, like, it is
the
designed to
vomiting.
disorient you, but it's not like just the same texture splattered over and over again on each wall, like in the PS2 version.
Yeah, which I wonder, that was probably, again, like a limitation that a lot of games had, like the Castlevania Curse of
Yeah, like the
Darkness
corridor kind
treatments.
of effect. Where, like, even outdoor areas could just look like hallways with the same building textures on it.
Yeah.
Good for you. Hey. Actually, I'm not even going to joke, because it makes me actually feel a little bit sick. Like, puke play and, like, scat.
God.
Like, I'm not here to judge anybody for what they're into, but I'm sorry.
I'm not here to kink shame, but God.
But fuck your fuck your
Jesus.
specific kink. It's gross. And not even like gross in a prudish sexual way, but like gross as in like hygienic. Oh, no thank you. No, definitely yuck.
I gotta go.
See, if my gay friend says it's okay to say yuck, I can say yuck. All right, so I just picked up the apple. We're going upstairs. I'm going to put that apple in another hand. We're going to get a gun, Max.
Oh, there's the key.
We're getting a gun. You ready for guns?
James.
You
got
want a gun? All right. I think I remember hating this room.
Oh, there was a piano puzzle in Silent Hill 1.
You know what's weird is there's like a couple of pieces of sheet music, but I don't think there's like an actual piano puzzle in here. I'm not quite sure what they're for. I hate this fucking apartment. Huh, stupid bunnies. Okay.
Bathrooms are the freakiest
Maybe this wasn't the one I was
part of
thinking
a house in any horror game.
Say that again?
Bathrooms are the freakiest room of any house in a horror game.
Have you ever
This is
seen
proven.
I think it was like a subreddit or something called Toilets with Sinister Energy?
No, that's awesome though. I want to check that out.
Yeah, no, you're not the only one who's ever had this thought. I'm not sure if
I
it's
mean,
a
definitely-
subreddit, but it's something like that. Toilets with Sinister Energy or something to that effect. Okay, never mind. That wasn't the room I was thinking of. I still hate it, but I think I'm going to get jumped. Yep. Here we go.
There we go.
Fuck these hallway fights, man. There's nowhere to dodge. I just got to be aggressive.
Yeah.
Good
Now, is it just my
fucker?
Oh. Yeah, what can you do?
I'm gonna puke on
He's
him.
doing it again. I was about to. He was doing it again. I thought.
You gotta puke back at him.
Show him
only
his
way.
boss.
See how he likes it.
Is it just me, or a lot of the enemies like vaguely sexual?
Oh yes. And that's by design actually.
Like those things are in like a what do you call it? Suit.
Yeah, they're parts of James' subconscious.
Yeah.
And I actually
and-
don't want to spoil the whole game just in case
Okay.
like what the fuck?
What the shit?
Fucking beetle. See, that's why the radio really is helpful.
Yeah.
But I like cannot hear it at this volume.
Yeah. Then there's another one.
God damn it.
The other enemy you're encountering is just legs, basically.
Right. Establish dominance. Puke on him. Puke down his throat. Puke on his puke. Puke on his puke. Do it. Wow, I just used like 3 health tonics. That sucked.
Yeah. So that one got you.
I was doing so good.
Credit to his fucked up species.
Yeah, I know, right? But yeah, no, like all of the enemies are like essentially designs of like some internal demon that James is
Okay.
wrestling with.
I don't know if you ever played Deadly Premonition or something. He just looks really creepy.
What?
With that the Shiba Inu
Oh, with the
thing.
Shiba.
Like because his eyes are covered. So
Yeah.
it looks like he's working at an amusement park, but only just to kidnap someone.
He's got ill intent. And in fact, like I'm gonna take it off for a little bit just because it's making it harder for me to see in like some of the really tight spaces.
Yeah.
Weirdly, like every pixel counts. Okay, I think we're going to 217. I don't trust you. I don't trust you for a second. Okay, can't do these yet. But yeah, at this point you're probably starting to think like, wow, what like an oppressive, like horrible building. How could it get any worse? Oh, it gets worse.
Oh, we have our first encounter in this building, right?
Uh-huh. Take a look. See what I mean? Like how
Ugh.
he's a little creepier in this one.
Wow.
He just kind of stands there hating you silently.
It's kind of crazy that you could just miss him.
Yeah.
Like if you're not.
This is the one that I hated. I hated this apartment. Yeah, no, like I said, this game just is designed to make you dread. And on the one hand, it's really good design. And like kudos to them for like constantly finding new ways to unsettle you. I don't want to go through there just yet. But on the other hand, like when you're actually playing it alone and not talking to your best friend, it's like shit.
Ugh.
Is there not a
Yeah,
health
very
tonic in
unsettling.
here? All right, so this is a hint. This is one of the 3 coins that I need to collect. I would honestly just like stick my head down there and like try to grab it without going to the 3rd floor and solving a whole bunch of puzzles.
Oh no. Like, I mean, if I was in this situation where I knew there were monsters around every corner, I probably would too. But anything when it comes to tight spaces like that, fuck that.
You know what's weird is that as a kid, that wasn't a big fear for me. It kind of developed as I got older.
Mine too. I used to be anti-claustrophobic.
I could like squeeze into tight spaces real easy if I had to.
I liked to.
Yeah.
I slept in a closet sometimes because it was comfortable.
Right? Oh god, that sounds like a nightmare.
But like now, I think it's just because of like hearing or seeing, I don't know, from movies or from like hearing about actual instances of people just falling asleep in a dumpster and getting trash compacted.
Oh god.
I can't do it.
No. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one that this happened to, because like it went from like, you know, tight spaces don't bother me at all to tight spaces make me a little bit uncomfortable to like I can't think of anything worse.
Yeah.
Honestly. And like it developed totally in my like late 20s, early 30s.
Yeah, it was also like hearing stories about like cave divers and stuff, where it's just like, no, thank you. What would ever possess you to have a hobby
maybe
like
that's
that?
honestly what it is just like the internets
Yeah.
have made me more fearful. Like seeing these stories that like I never considered before.
Never would have thought of. Like,
right.
That happens to people. Hey.
There it is. We're in business.
Now you feel powerful.
Yes, I do. I'm barely going to use it for a little while, though. Though, honestly, it can save you a lot of health, especially in the tight quarters.
Yeah, I wonder in a tight quarter if it's better just to, like, what you just went through with the 3 health potions.
Yeah.
Health tonics.
It's all the internet's fault. Yep. You are not wrong, Sparks.
It's like everything.
Okay, now we've got some puzzling coming up.
Some light puzzling to... Whoa.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, seriously, HDR is off?
Like, yeah, HDR is off. That
is very like bright on my screen.
Built-in lighting engine. What a horrible day to have eyes. Alright, now we're going to 212, which, if you recall, is right where our friend Pyramid Head was standing.
Cool.
Right? Though, fortunately, like, they kept it the same as in the original, where he's just a boss fight. Like, there isn't a sequence where he's, like, chasing you down these hallways or anything.
Oh, my God.
I know. I wouldn't be able to deal with it.
That would suck.
Sparks can still just barely see, and she's okay with that. You'll notice he is gone now, though.
One of the absolute best things they did for the Resident Evil 2 remake to add just a crazy amount of tension, even though I fucking hate it, is Mr. X. Like,
oh my god,
follow you in a scenario.
Mr. X was the most frightening part of that remake.
Yes. Oh, for sure.
Also, I immediately feel safer when I can do this. You know? Like, there's something about just pointing a gun in a direction that makes you feel a little bit more in control of your situation in video games.
Suddenly you just trust the government a little less.
Yeah, right? I'd feel just a little prouder to be an American. Suddenly what Donald Trump's saying makes a lot of sense. Oh, God, no. Kind of makes you wonder, though, like, if people who hold guns in real life feel that exact way. This just makes a lot of sense. And
I told you about my old coworker.
Fuck no. I hate it. Don't you hate it, Max?
I do.
You do? Good. I want you to
waste any bullets, though.
So, like, when I saw that, like, again, it was like 2 o'clock this afternoon. I just, like, stood here like, nope, you come to me. I seriously stood there for like 5 minutes, like, trying to coax it out. Because, man, I hate it.
Wow, they're hiding.
Yeah, they do. They do that in a whole bunch of rooms. This was just like the first one. They do that shit constantly, like, for the whole rest of this apartment sequence.
I feel you, James.
And there's
I'd
like
be angry, too.
so often that there's no possible way for me to remember all the rooms where they do it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get quite a few jumps like that.
Sweet. Oh, fridge light's still working.
Well, I used 1 bullet and
Nice.
got 2. That's a net gain. But yeah,
Nice
like,
and
so
cold
even
ammo.
though they only give you like a handful of bullets, like they actually make a difference. Like they really hurt the enemies. Like if you shoot an enemy, it's like halfway dead automatically,
Huh.
which is
Like
kind of
how
nice.
a gun works.
But like the downside of that though is that like you can't and you shouldn't play it like a normal like gun game.
Like RE
right?
game.
Like you're not meant to like shoot bursts of like 5 or 6 bullets, and if you miss one, no big deal. Like if
I
you
was
miss
about to
one,
say,
that is a
missing.
big deal.
Missing probably really sucks.
Yep.
What the?
You
Yep, he just
fucker.
stood up.
The hell he
Stood
did.
up immediately.
Okay, cool. No damage, no bullet. That's
Nice.
what I call a perfecto. A quinella is 1 hit or 1 bullet, and then no damage otherwise. I see you there. You think I don't, but I do.
Nice.
See what I mean? They're like practically dead after you just hit
Yeah.
them. It's kind of a fine line because the game does want you to use the gun, but if you can finish an encounter with just melee attacks, you definitely should. Okay, fuck this apartment.
Hmm.
Go on, puke at me. I ain't scared. Maybe Sparks is right. Maybe it does something for me. Who knows? You fucker. It is also kind of like the RE zombies, where they don't have, like, set health, like, where, oh yeah, it takes 3 bullets to kill them. You know, sometimes
No.
they just take a little extra.
Sometimes it's 2, sometimes it's 9. Every once
Yep.
in a while.
And then, to make things worse,
Cool.
yeah, I was ready for you this time. Come here. Come out in the open. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No! You still got me. Like a fucker. God, you're like a
Punch, punch.
weird horse. A weird, stupid horse is all you are.
Weird, stupid horse.
Weird, stupid horse. What was our original title for this episode going to be?
Silent Hill gross hole or something?
Yeah, put your hand in the gross hole.
Put your hand in the gross hole.
Hand goes in the gross hole. Now I'm thinking it's weird, stupid horse. I don't know.
I do like weird, stupid horse. Partials of that.
Okay. I feel like there's one more that comes out as a surprise just to piss you off. Hey, look, toilet with a sinister energy.
Yeah, for sure. Would you piss in it?
I mean, if I had to, there's still a hole.
That's true.
There's still a hole.
There's still a hole. That's all you need, huh, Chris?
That's all you, because that's all you need, right? What? I don't get it.
I like how, at least for now, your melee weapon is just the first thing you found at the first enemy that came at you.
Yeah, right. And it stays that way, actually. I think in, like, New Game Plus, you might be able to get a different melee weapon, but I think this, like, super durable-ass board stays with you for the rest of the game.
Nice. I think Silent Hill 1 it wasn't a bat. I think it was
I think it was a lead
crowbar?
pipe.
It was a pipe. Okay, yeah, you're right.
I don't remember much about that game, but that I remember. I love my lead pipe. That's a sturdy board. Hey, my friend Braden, who also has the game, just texted back. And he's like,
Oh,
it's so
nice.
freaking good.
Is this D&D friend?
Yes, the guy who's
Nice.
who taught me how to play D&D. All right, so this is actually going to solve the puzzle if I go that way. So I think I want to go back to that other apartment and actually
See if there's
open
anything
that
else
door
you
that I
missed,
was
or
dreading. Oh, son of a bitch. Look at you. Look at you.
where did they come from?
Where did you come from? Go on,
Wait.
puke at me. Puke at me.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a different enemy for a second.
Puke at me. All right, fine.
Kill him.
Yeah. You just want to stand there like a bitch, then. Oh, damn it.
Oh, that was... He really looked like he was facing the wall.
He did, didn't he? Didn't he just? All right, anyways.
Now you got a face full of puke.
Face full of puke.
At least you got herbs.
Oh, son of a bitch. Okay. Turns out, well, I guess it's kind of good that I came back this way because I wouldn't have been ready for that and it would have scared the pants off me.
Gotcha.
Should I use a syringe?
It's a very sturdy board. Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Okay. Still got
Oh, yeah.
and we'll get more soon. Alright, so this puzzle wasn't bad, but it was solved the opposite of the way that I read it. So the solution is, right, where the rooftops pierce through the night, left are homebound footprints with no owner in sight. But has he found home? Oh, please pray tell, or a river of memories leading right to his hell. So right, left, and then you see over here, we've got a safe, right? So you want to go right, then left, right? And then right again, you assume. And then it tells you, notice how these kind of like glint off the wall?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, to the left is the number 11, which is the, wait, hold on. Oh, I'm stupid. Never mind.
Is it making more sense the second
It
time
is.
around?
It's making more sense the second time. Okay, 11, 7, and then up here is 13. But it's actually backwards. So right is 13, which is the rooftops. I thought that was the last digit. So it's
Okay.
right, left, right. 13, 7, 11, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
So 13, 7, 11. I was doing 11, 7, 13. Because I thought you would start here since this was to the left. But I'm stupid. Anyways.
Eh.
13, 7, 11. I don't know why that gave me such trouble earlier in the day. I was like, oh, I can't read right.
Sometimes you don't realize you're making an assumption when you're making
Yeah.
an assumption. And then you're just stuck. You got to come back to it. All right, where does that get you? Oh, right here.
It just brings me back to one of the areas where I was already. Oh, he pulled out his whooping stick, but I don't see anything yet. Do you?
No, unless it's a bug.
Yep.
It is a bug.
Fucking bug. Two more.
Sorry,
Look
my
at this
phone.
shit.
Wow, holy shit.
Man, with the Beatles.
The Skulltula room.
Okay, health tonic. Excellent. Do I get jumped? I feel like I get jumped. Seems like a place where I should get jumped.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Damn, 3 bullets.
What's...
And this is that balcony that I couldn't get in before.
Okay. There you
All
go.
right, so now
What was
we
on the
kind of
chair?
made like a little shortcut for ourselves.
Nice.
All right,
Oh,
and
okay.
this is the second floor small staircase key. I am on second floor. Small staircase is right there. Yeah, to my right. Okay, so I do want to go back out this balcony. And that's where that guy was that I said would have got the jump on me if we didn't turn around. Okay. Dude, I am flying through this compared to my first try.
Nice. I mean, it helps to...
No, actually, hold on. That was... Oh, I know what it is. Okay, never mind.
Oh.
I want to go...
I thought it was...
This is actually going to take us to the third floor, which is cool.
So what is it, a radiator? What was on your left?
Oh, no, that was just like the courtyard.
Oh, okay. Because, yeah, seeing that where you were just at, that's what I thought was the staircase as well.
Hold on. How do I actually get over there, though? I think I want to go from 207 to 205. Yeah, that's what I want to do. All right, 207. Out on the balcony. Back to 205. No jumpy scares, no? Okay. And then, yes, this is precisely what I want to do.
Okay.
Okay, cool. I have even more shortcuts. And I think this is, no, okay. Hey, look at you.
Oh, there we go.
See what I mean? How they kind of like lead you with the enemies?
Yeah.
Come on, puke.
As far as like where to go.
Oof. Yeah. Oh, fuck you. Again with those kind of just cheap, like sudden hits. Suck it. Alright. Okay. Now the key that I just got is going to open up this. There we go. And it just disintegrates. I don't know why it disintegrates like that.
Weird.
Or why I find it funny. Save point. Which probably means there's some bullshit coming up. I go down here, though, first. Yes.
Nice.
Bullets.
Nice.
And then we are back here. So now we have yet another shortcut.
Sweet.
So now this is the courtyard, and then that main entrance is over here. So we're in good shape. I think we're, like, the other two medallions are in really short order. Like, we get them pretty quick. And then we'll get to kind of a cool cutscene, and I think that's where we'll call it for tonight.
Gotcha. You already got one medallion? I didn't even notice.
Yeah. Oh, here's where I meet Big Eddie. Do you remember Eddie from the original game?
No.
That's not Eddie. Eddie's the guy who you can hear puking his lungs out right now. We're just going to let him be for a second. Hey, Ed.
Hey.
How you doing, buddy?
It wasn't me. I didn't do it. I swear.
Hey.
Easy
okay?
discount, Chris Farley.
I didn't do anything. He was like that when I got here.
Oh, you mean the man back there? In the kitchen?
I didn't do it.
Yeah, he
swear
did
I
it to
didn't
himself.
kill him.
I swear.
All right, I'm not saying that you did.
I just walked in and he
My name's
started doing that.
James Sunderland.
Eddie.
Eddie, okay.
You look like an Eddie.
Do you live here, Eddie?
No. I'm not even from this town. It's just...
Something brought you here.
Yeah, you could say that. Well, they came at me.
Why does
I didn't
Eddie
know
look
what to
more
do, so I
terrifying than
ran.
most of the actual
I came
monsters
here.
in this game?
Seriously, so like
Figured it might
something's
be
off
safe,
with them.
but then I found the guy in the fridge.
Easy, deep breaths. Look, this place, it's not safe.
You
These
don't
things-
strike me as a safe person.
This whole town. There's something wrong with it. Might be best if you just get out of here.
Yeah, you're right. Hey, you want to come with?
No.
Maybe together we
No,
can
I
find
don't,
a way
Eddie.
out of this town.
I think
can't
it's
leave.
best if you and I go our
Not yet.
separate ways for good after this conversation.
I need to find someone.
Oh.
Hard to tell how much of the puke in that toilet
Eddie.
belongs to Eddie.
Be careful.
Yeah. You too.
Hope I never have to see you again. James just like won't stop
Just gonna
subtly
close the
insulting
door. I'll leave you to
him. you seem like you have this situation under control.
it.
Okay. So the first thing we're gonna do here is go out to one of my least favorite spots. Swimming pool. The only redeeming part of it
Just leaving all these things be.
is that, at the very least, I have a little bit of an open area here to fight, but,
Wow.
you know,
Yeah, sometimes they just projectile vomit out of nowhere.
yeah, right? They just do what they do.
Mhm.
All right, come here, buddy. You and me, we's gonna fight. Come on. No, I'm not coming over there. You're coming over here. Come on. You saw what I did to your friend, right? Line up. Yep. Okay. That wasn't bad. Now it's just, we're basically just kiting these guys over here.
Yeah.
There are, I believe, 3 more, which is just swell.
Oh, there.
Come on.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Come on.
That little one struggling.
He'll be fine. He'll work this thing out. Oh, look, he's actually the only one of the 3. Oh, never mind. Now.
Oh God, he's pushing him towards you.
I think I can take 2 at the same time, as long as that 3rd one doesn't come at me yet. All right, come here. Okay, at least the crawly one seems confused.
A little bit.
Where'd he go?
Where'd he
Shit, where'd he
go?
go? He's in the mist.
Oh, he's right there. He's right there.
He's mist walking.
Yeah, he is pretty confused now.
Okay.
He's off the scent.
All right,
Where's
now we
that
got
third
him.
one?
Wow, I think he glitched. I think I got a lucky glitch. Making sure. All right, now did the other
Still in
one
the
get out
pool,
of the
right?
pool? Nope, he's still in the pool.
No,
Perfect.
he's still there.
Where he belongs. Oh, shit.
Whoop.
Whoopsie. Do it. I want you to puke on me. I think it's cool. Like, what a cool power you have. Ooh, he tried to get that cheap hit off at the end. Did you see that? Okay. All things
All
considered,
right, that went
could've
pretty.
gone
That went
worse.
pretty well. Oh, there you go. Okay.
Snake coin. That just leaves 1 left. I think there's a health drink out here. Could be wrong, though. I think I'm wrong. Yeah? Yeah, weirdly no health drink. It feels like there should be, in an area with this many monsters.
Or just this many chairs and stuff.
Yeah, right.
I think someone would get a
Like,
little
someone had to have
parched.
left one. They're just enjoying a health drink. All right. Well. And we're back in this area. Okay. Now, what key did I just get? We want to go up to the 3rd floor. I know that. So let's... Yeah. This is going to be the most effective way.
Can you see what you have in your inventory as far as, like, does it tell you, or does it go in order when you got it?
Say that again?
What your inventory, does it go, like, in an order? Like, oh, this is the last thing you got, or not really?
Oh, no, like, I meant, like, the key that I just used. It was for this staircase.
Oh, okay.
Okay. We're kicking ass. Like, it might not feel like it,
You're
but
doing
we really
good.
are.
Yeah, you don't have to cross the finish line beautifully.
Nope.
You just gotta get there.
Gotta get there.
Hmm.
Doesn't look foreboding, does it?
Mm.
Sweet. And now...
So someone doesn't want to get blood all over the furniture.
Come on, jump me.
Hmm?
Go away. Hit me. Hit me. Usually when I pick up bullets, it means I'm not safe.
Maybe they're just giving it to you.
Yeah. It's just a nice little freebie, right?
Maybe this one time. You're
This
safe.
one time. Please, God.
Nope. Or a
Man.
bug.
Fuck these ones that are like pitch black.
Ah, there you are.
Damn
Oh.
it! Cocky with that swing. Holy shit! Are you fucking kidding me? I couldn't even see you.
Oh, damn.
Man, maybe I used that syringe a little too soon.
You got plenty of health drinks, at least.
Oh!
Oh, shit.
Fuck you. See what I mean? Like, no safe room.
No.
Damn. That was pure adrenaline that got that one.
Surprised.
Though. Shit. Let me guess, there's nothing in here. Yep. What a horrible, horrible room. Weirdly, I think there's one more.
So it seems like your flashlight flickers every time you're looking at one, right? For the first time?
Yeah, it will flicker while you're looking at an enemy.
Gotcha.
Just to screw with you.
Just to, yeah. Help, but kind of not help.
Help, but you hate it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we're getting up there on
They-
ammo, which is good.
These people believed in their Second Amendment rights.
Right. Maybe there's not one more. I'm going to keep operating under the assumption that there is, though. Yep.
Oh, yep, there you are. The flicker came late.
Oh, come on with that. You fucking horse leg son of a bitch. I should have shot you. The last thing it hears. I should have shot you. Well, that sucked.
Could be worse. I mean, you're three health drinks positive on this save than you were in your other save.
Yeah, you got a beautiful way of looking at the world, Max.
Yeah, naive,
Hey, look,
stupid
a health
ways,
kit
some
full
might
of
say.
ammo. Just what the doctor ordered. Bullets. There's like a note inside. Here, the best medicine. One bullet for you. jumped in here too. Yep.
Oh.
You fucking son of a bitch. Fucking jumps. Oh man,
Nice.
no damage.
You got that one's number.
Again, when I get like the adrenaline going, like I like enter the matrix as far as like dodging, but damn, I hate those things. Sparks, see what good that did though. No! I like, as I was turning the corner, I'm like, they wouldn't possibly. And they did.
And they did. Because fuck you.
The game breaks the rules, right? Like, it breaks the rules of enemy encounters. It also saw how good I did against that other one and, like, made me pay for it. God. Like, even though you're already dead. Oh. Health. Health. No. Okay, then. What a shitty move.
They gotta be used at some point.
Yeah.
But I hate being low on anything.
I know. Me too. It
I
just
always
makes
feel
you
like a
feel
failure every
bad.
Yeah.
You just don't feel good. Yep.
Oh,
I see
there's
you.
another.
I see you. Come on.
I saw him too.
You come to me. You come to me. Come on, I'm ready. The question is, are you ready? Are you ready for James? You ready to get Sonny Jimmed? Let's go. Let's
Man,
go.
They really, they don't just run, they hide.
I know, I hate it. I hate the way they hide. Okay, it can't possibly jump me in here. This is my spot. This is where we camp and where we wait. God damn it, I forget. Is it in here or is it
I feel like
over
it
there?
might be in that right room. That's just a guess. Yeah, I think it has to.
Ugh. I'm just gonna sprint at it, because, like, then I can't be afraid. Let's go. Come on. Come get it. No?
Dude, we didn't imagine that thing.
No,
we both
we did
saw
not.
it.
It's in here. I think I might have to pick something up for it to jump out at me.
It's a story
Yep,
related.
there it is.
Ah!
Fuck you.
You can't even see what's going on.
Bless America. Yeah.
Nice. Got him.
Oh.
Hey, there you
health
go.
drink.
Ah.
Pretty cool,
Stressful.
right? Oops. Do not turn the flashlight off, Chris. Okay. See how they like throw like 50 of those things at you at once, though, just like out of
Yeah.
the blue? Hey, syringe. That makes me feel a little better about myself. Can inject this used needle anytime.
Nice.
Any old time. Okay, here we go. Third coin. Bloody apple. Pop for people who hate themselves. By the way, I don't know if you've noticed, but cutscenes are all in 30 frames per second, which really makes it feel weird against the rest of the game.
Yeah, that's how Final Fantasy 16 is as well.
I don't know why they do that.
I'm
I mean, it
assuming
doesn't
it's just,
matter. It's a cutscene, but
at least in 16, I can tell why they do it is because they're gorgeous, and even a computer probably can't handle it.
yeah.
I mean, your computer probably could.
Your computer could, Chris.
My
You're a
stupid
big man.
computer. Also, speaking of 16, like, the Titan fight is still probably my favorite so far. That Bahamut fight was fire.
Wasn't that Bahamut fight sick?
It was insane.
Like Titan and Bahamut are my two favorite fights in the game. And that's not to say that you don't still have cool fights ahead of you, but like those two just blew my mind.
Yeah. Once I went to fucking space, I was like, what?
Right?
Is this the end? Is this
No, right? And like, weirdly, that is not the end of the game. Like, you still have more cool shit ahead of you. But then, like, Titan was just so, like, tenacious, you know? Like,
it kept on. Wow, I can't believe there was a final phase. There's another final phase. Oh, he's still alive.
And now
Yeah.
we're jumping down a big fucking hole.
Yeah. That did just feel like you had to just keep beating on him.
And
You know,
it's
he
also
felt
like
a
definitely
threat.
like the most personal of the boss fights,
Oh,
you know,
for
like
sure.
Kupka's just a piece of shit and you want him to go down.
But it's also like because they kept that it's not like it's a huge thing, but they didn't really show what happened to Benedicta. You just knew her head was in a box.
Yeah, they just didn't
And
show the
Clive was
decapitated
like,
head.
when Clive was like, I'm only gonna answer for my crimes, and hey, I did it. Like, it was like, what? Shit. Does the snake go? Oh wait, there's a thing up there.
Okay, 3 bright coins and 5 holes be. The first the maiden sits under the tree. The wind from behind the maiden doth blow. A beautiful flower alone has to grow. And here comes a man so sleek and so fine. In the pale moonlight his eyes doth shine. Okay, the man doth approach, his blade now revealed. Away from the man doth the maiden flee, toward the flower away from the tree. Where once grew a flower, a venomous glee, where once was a maiden, but a stone doth be. And over her grave the man doth remain, his blade never met vile serpent's vein. The beast to its teeth in her flesh doth bore, he who has failed, she who is no more. Now unto you falls a grievous chore. Who carries the blame for what fate had in store? Who is to blame, Max? You gonna blame the woman?
Is it the snake?
Nope, it was the dude.
I
He
mean,
hadn't
yeah,
been
the
a
dude
dick,
did.
she wouldn't have got bit.
Yeah.
All right, 201. Here we go. This is where we'll call it for the evening. This was a famous cutscene from the original game.
Yeah.
And I always thought it was just a little bit stupid the way that James reacts, but this one polishes it up quite a bit. I have to check every room because I'm OCD like that. Hey, health drink.
Just a
Keep them
gamer.
coming. I'm actually doing
Gamer
quite a bit
thing.
better than in health drinks on this save now than I am in my other one.
Nice.
All
mean,
right.
You could copy the save over to replace your save.
Yeah, honestly, I'm so close to where I am in my save. I could just make this one my save. Ugh. Fucking Pyramid Head, man. On the plus side, at least he is just like tearing apart those freaking leg monsters. I can't say I altogether hate him for that. But yeah, this cutscene, in my opinion, is so much improved over the PS2 original. It's so much more intense. A camera blur, too, is really effective.
Oof.
Oh, God, this would be so awful.
Seriously.
Oh, man. That is such a cool shot.
That is.
So in the original game, what made this cutscene so stupid? He unloads like an entire clip into it. And like there's no slow build up. It's just Pyramid walks up to the closet and you just go. I still don't know why he chooses to let you live here. Other than like, you know, he's symbolic of a part of James's inner rage.
Yeah, but everything else can kill you.
Right, and he attacks you later. So like it doesn't quite make that much sense, but thank God they don't make you fight him in this tiny ass room though. What a great looking game. That scene
Oof.
was just really well done.
It's intense.
Ooh, cloth physics.
Dun dun dun.
All right, so remember how I said, like, how could this apartment series get any freaking worse? Well, when you enter the upside down world. Like when I was texting you before about like how stressful this game can get, this is the part that I was at. Oh, this gets worse. Oh, Sparks, I'm so sorry. But next time on Play the Hits, it gets so much worse.
Oh my gosh.
So very, very much worse. Also, holy crap.
Yeah, Sinister vibes.
Sinister vibe
For
to
sure.
it, yep. Let's get to the save point here, but I will... This is just like the aesthetic that's going to be with us for the next hour of the game. As if this isn't just like bleak and horrible enough. The one redeeming factor of it, though, is that it's got kind of a cool puzzle.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It's just like a clock puzzle, but the way that you solve it is kind of clever. Like, because we're now in like a non-temporal space, we've entered like the upside down or whatever it's called. The demon realm.
Yeah.
Like the laws of physics get a little wonky. And so you essentially solve this puzzle by like using a series of cranks to rotate the building.
Oh, that's cool.
It is cool. Oh, fuck you. This is actually a new type of this enemy, and he pukes a lot harder. So I'm gonna go ahead and shoot him.
Nice.
Now watch what he does, though. Yeah, if you hit him with your bat, like you have, and he goes down, you have to immediately get away from him because he will just explode.
Oof.
I hate those things.
To see one up close, do they look any different?
Yes, they do. They're like spiky.
Okay. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay.
Like the other ones have like the gimp suits. These are like spiky gimp suits.
The gimps. That's what you call them. Okay.
Gimps. That's the word I've been looking for 2 hours. Any more items? No? Okay. We're also introduced to breakable walls. Seriously, how sturdy is that damn board?
Seriously, yeah, you're right.
I miss? No, I didn't miss. Okay.
It's like the axe from Frailty. You're just...
We're coming up on the save, I think.
The holy weapon here.
I see you. Think I don't see you, but I see you. This is also a place where you don't have to be quite as stingy with your bullets because there's just so many enemies in tight
Gotcha.
quarters
So they encourage you to
shoot them.
use it
Yeah,
a bit more.
especially these guys, the Pukinoids. That must have been a headshot. Damn. Okay. Now where's Legs? I know she's in here. That's the way I came in, right? Yeah, that's the way I
Yeah, it
came in.
is. Not in
I
the
hate like
tub.
the mannequins that like make you think.
Yeah, seriously. Mannequins are like the worst.
There she is.
There she is. Nice dodge there.
Bingo.
Nice.
Boom. 2 clean kills. That feels good. And we got our bullets back.
Nice.
Mostly.
This small little part of the kitchen seems relatively unspoiled.
Yeah, right? James just decides, you know what? I'm so scared. I'm just going to live here for the rest of my life. This is just James's spot. This living room. This horrible, horrible living room. Where's that damn save point? Okay, yeah, I do have to go through here. Sorry, I like led you to believe that this was like the very end of the episode and we've still got like 2 more hallways.
Yeah, no worries. I'm enjoying it.
Oh, the moth room. That one sucks. We'll come back there though later.
Makes a note. Fuck this room.
James is like, yeah, no, not going in there. That's my limit. This is a long... Yeah, we meant for this to be a longer playthrough, because or a longer episode, just because of how good this game is and it's new.
Yeah, we were trying to be on even earlier.
Yeah, but we had to tweak
Messing with
the audio.
sound.
Okay, but we made it to the save room. Okay, just quick treasure check. Okay, here's the clock puzzle. Or the introduction to the clock puzzle. So we have to find 3 hands and we have to position them correctly. And each time we do, the building gets a little wonkier.
Mm. That's
Scott.
pretty cool. Scott.
And then here's our big clue. Henry fears Scott. He'll run from him and hide. He's fled to the west to their side. But here comes Mildred. With unknown intent, Scott lies face down, blind to her descent. What does that mean? Well, find out next time.
Next time.
All right. See you next
Alrighty.
time, Max.
We got a nice slice of this in.
Yeah, we did.
We'll see you next time.
But keep in mind, though, it is, like I said, substantially longer than the original. So we're probably at the 20% mark or so.
Okay.
See you, Sparks.
Yeah, like a 5 or 6 episode run. That's not bad.
Yeah. And once again, Sparks, I know this is not your jam, so my sincere apologies for
Thanks
how
for
much you
sticking
must
with
be
us.
hating this.
This is much less spoopy and more just fucking terrifying.
Yep. Yeah, this is not like slow cerebral horror. This is now just like pants shit awful.
All right. Well, good night, peeps.
Later,
I'll
buddy.
See you next time.